Hi guys, it's me Tech Jake, and today we're taking a look at something that doesn't always get the spotlight in the tech world, but honestly deserves more love: portable photo printing. Now, when you think about printers, most of the time you're probably imagining those big, heavy, office-style machines that take up half a desk, need constant ink replacements, and usually only get used when you really need a hard copy of something. But this device right here flips that whole expectation on its head. This is the Canon Selfie CP1300 wireless photo printer, model 2234C001, and while it's compact and unassuming, don't let its size fool you. This is a printer designed specifically for one thing: delivering high-quality printed photos, on the go, without the hassle of a full-scale printer setup. And as someone who spends a lot of time in the digital ecosystem, I find products like this fascinating because they give physical life to all the moments we're usually keeping locked away in cloud storage or social media feeds. Let's start with the design because honestly, that's the first thing you'll notice here. It's small, like really small. You could fit this thing in a backpack or even a large handbag without it weighing you down. It's built with portability in mind, so whether you're at home, at an event, or even traveling, you can literally bring a mini photo lab with you. The buttons and controls are kept simple, but the star of the show is the 3.2-inch tilting LCD screen. This makes navigation and previewing photos easy, without having to guess what your prints are going to look like. It's not a touchscreen, but in this case, the physical buttons are responsive and straightforward, so it works. Now, let's talk about connectivity because that's where this printer shines in 2025. Canon has built this to be fully wireless. You can connect it to your Wi-Fi, pair it with your phone, tablet, or computer, and print directly from pretty much anywhere in your home. It supports Apple AirPrint, so if you're in the iOS ecosystem, printing photos is as seamless as tapping the share button. If you're on Android, Canon's Print app gives you the same convenience. And if you're old school or just want flexibility, you can even print straight from USB drives or SD memory cards. Basically, if you've got a photo, there's a way to print it. The print quality itself is where the Selfie CP1300 really justifies its name. We're talking about dye sublimation technology, which is not the same as the standard inkjet stuff you might be used to. This tech uses heat to transfer dye onto the paper, and the result is crisp, vibrant photos with smooth gradients and a finish that feels more professional than something you get from a typical ink printer. Colors pop, skin tones look natural, and details are preserved really well. For a compact printer, it's surprisingly impressive. Another thing that stood out is the longevity of these prints. Canon claims they'll last up to 100 years if stored in an album, and while none of us will be around to confirm that, the protective coating it applies at the end of each print makes them water-resistant, smudge-proof, and pretty durable. If you've ever had a photo fade on your fridge within a year, this is a big step up. Now, because this is a specialized printer, there are some trade-offs. You're not going to be printing full letter-size documents here. This is designed for 4x6-inch photos primarily, which is that classic photo size most people are used to. There are also smaller print options like 2.1x2.1-inch square labels and 2.1x3.4-inch card-sized prints. So if you're thinking of this as a replacement for your all-in-one home printer, that's not really the target. This is about bringing your digital memories into the physical world, in a format that feels timeless. Battery operation is another big plus here. You can pick up an optional battery pack that lets you print without being tethered to a power outlet, which makes this the ultimate companion for parties, weddings, family reunions, or even on vacation. Imagine snapping a photo at a gathering and handing someone a physical print of it within minutes. That's the kind of thing people remember. It's not just about the picture, it's about the experience of holding it in your hand. In terms of usability, Canon really nailed the balance between simplicity and flexibility. The menus are intuitive, the app integration is smooth, and you don't need to be a tech wizard to figure it out. Print speeds are respectable too, with a standard 4x6 photo taking around 47 seconds. It's not instant, but it's fast enough to keep the process enjoyable without being a bottleneck. Of course, let's talk about cost, because that's often the biggest question with printers. With the Selfie CP1300, you're not dealing with traditional ink cartridges, which is refreshing. Instead, you buy Canon's paper and ink sets, which are bundled together to match the number of prints,